Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 9th of June, we have got new mods and we've got some updates. We've got updates to the John Deere 959M by North Modding Company, the CR600 by Hoffy and the Cabover CLE 430 by Tony and Matthew FS. I'm going to stay this right off the bat. If you're here for the packing facility mod that came out today by Cookie Cat, I'm doing that on a separate mod review. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a minefield, and as I'm on console it's going to take me ages to set up. The reason behind that being there are 7 factories. They've had new products added to each of the factories, and then there is a packing facility that goes on the end of it. Each of those processes makes different things, packages them, but then they need to be sent to the packing facility, which then packages them up into categories, and you can make serious money. However, it's going to take me far longer to set up and get my head around how that all works than the time I've got now. So I'm going to do the mod review, the rest of the mods, and hopefully that will be ready tomorrow morning. I don't want to rush it, I don't want to get it wrong, I want to do the mod justice. So that's what I'm going to do. In front of me we have got the in-ground liquid manure tanks by Mantrid. 2.62 megabytes download, 14 slots each, and I say each. The reason I'm here and not on no man's land as I normally am is because these go down into the ground, hence in-ground liquid manure tanks. And on no man's land there's a water level, so when I tried to do it there was water sloshing around in there. There's a warning that will go with this as well. There's a load of instructions on how this works. It does say if you want to place 2 next to each other you want to flatten the land out. I would just flatten the land out as best you can anyway. Because I'm doing this on a map I use for testing and mod reviews, I would say don't try and place this on a bit of land where you've already had a placeable and then demolished it, removed it, sold it, whatever, because this happens. That's where I've either done landscaping or had something else before. Now I could probably get in there and landscape it. I tried placing this in 3 or 4 locations and it was like I had foundations from other buildings in it. So you need a really clear bit of land that's had nothing else on it before, would be my advice. So we'll have a look in the build mode at them, and then we'll have a look at the options on this. So under build mode, under silos, we've got the 2 starting ones. Say starting ones. We've got a 500,000 litre one, 65,000 to buy, 14 slots. And then we got the 130,000 one, which is the one I've placed, also 14 slots. That's 2 million litres. So as you can see with this one goes down way further into the ground. The 65,000 litre one doesn't, but again, well, I had so much trouble trying to place these. Without it going onto a spot of land where I've done something before. Let's try there. How's that looking? It's not perfect. As you can see, we've got a bit there, but you can see the depth of it. It's a lot shallower because it's only 500,000 litres. So that's the 2 standard silos. Now if we go into silo extensions, you've then got extensions of the same capacity, 500,000 litre and 2 million litre. These are cheaper to buy, 50 grand to 99 grand, but you do have to have the original silo before you can put the extension. Because you look at that first of all and think, oh, that's cheaper. You need the main silo to have an extension put with it. So, when we come over to this bit here, if I click, where are we? Just need to open this menu on there and there. If we go up to here, it says change to green lights. See down there? Change to white lights. It starts on green. So the light up there when it comes on will be a green light bathing the area, and then we can change that from green to white if you'd rather a white light. So for the lighting, you can have green or white. Taking out of it will be done here. Putting in, if you want to put in, will be done here. And if we come around to the sides here, as you see that we've got a lovely brickwork base at the bottom here. If we come over here, press circle to change ground texture. So when it's placed, you can scroll through all different ground textures, which you can then add to if you want to. If you want to do the grass one, you can texture over. I just kind of like the brickwork one. That's a kind of not cobblestone exactly, but you can do that. Yeah, you can change what the base looks like for the texture on there. Very cool. The in-ground liquid manure tanks by Mantrid. Behind me, we've got, or behind that, we've got the, not behind me, that's over there. Behind that, we've got the garage. This is by 750 Ti Modding and MichalLS. 9.55 megabytes download, 26 slots on console, 35,000 to buy under build mode and sheds. Really nicely detailed, looks very cool. I mean, the corrugated metal looks like corrugated metal, and I love the rust effect on there as well. Just really adds to it. Fast opening door. Drive through this side if you want to drive through. We've got a light switch on the wall just over here. So we can switch our lights on and off. And then we've also got an opening door at the end as well. It's a nice building that. 35 grand, not a bad price either. Great texturing, nice sound effects. Build mode and sheds, that's the garage 28 by 11 by 750 Ti Modding and MichalLS. Next we've got the split rail wooden fence and gates. This is by Mack Trucker 921. So we've got the fence section, and then we've got a double gate section and a single gate section. We open the double gate and single gate. I tried to do a setup that kind of used all of it. Slot count is a tricky one. I think it's one slot for the gates, but the fence, obviously it's going to depend how many you place. If you go into your build mode, go to decoration and fences, right to the very end. The fences act like all other fences do in game. Place your first section and then drag it along. The price will go up depending on how long you want to do it. I can press X, change direction in any angle I want to, press it again, and so on and so forth. I come off of there and then go for the gate. I can go from there directly, put my gate in. As long as it's flat, it will allow you to put it in any orientation. If the ground's at an angle, sometimes it will tell you the ground's too steep and it won't let you do it. So I can put that in. I can put another gate in if I wanted to. If I go back to my fencing and put it there, I can carry on. I actually can with all fencing. You might not have played around with fencing at all, but if you have, you'll know that already. But yeah, pretty cool. Split rail wooden fence and gates by Mack Trucker 921. Next we have got this. This is the Lizard LT679 short log trailer by FSG Modding. 3.82 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. Nice looking trailer with a few. Nice to see tension straps in different colour as well. I think we just got used to having the orange ones. You'll find it. No, not under build mode. You'll find it under tools, under forestry equipment. Out on the end, 15 grand. So not too expensive either. Pretty good price. Slot count will come down from 5 to 1. We can have a straight neck. We can have a drop neck hitch, or we can have a gooseneck hitch on it. We can have Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Nokian. None of those have any other options other than the manufacturer type. And then we've got fenders, yes or no. Don't have to have them on there if you don't want to. Rear hitch, yes or no. So you can add more trailers if you want to. Toolbox on this side. We can have a toolbox, yes or no. And then main colour. Does the frame. There's some metallic ones and sort of flat colours. I suppose to say flat. It's not quite satin, is it? Or then we've got sort of very metallic-y chrome colour looking colours. And then we scroll through the regular colour palettes like so. And then design colour does your uprights, I'm going to call them. And then we've got a rim colour choice here as well. Metallics are there. There's a copper. If you want to go for metallic gold, really bling up your log trailer. And a license plate option too. As I said, it does have tension straps. These can be done manually or from in-cab, like most tension straps can on most vehicles. The Lizard LT679 short log trailer by FSG Modding. Next we come on to, well, it's a pack. It's one trailer, but it's got multiple options on this. This is the 30-foot flatbed trailer by Mack Trucker 921. 14.94 megabytes download, 10 slots on console. We can have it as a flatbed with ramps as a regular Well, you can put vehicles on it, or you can just use it for anything you like because it's got straps on it. You don't have to have the ramps on it, so you can just have it as a flatbed, use it for bales. You know, as I've said before, put a Twix on there and just strap that down. Absolutely happy. You can then have the tipper option. That's got a couple of different capacities, cover option and stuff like that. And then we've got our log option that looks like that. Now, there is a gooseneck option for this, which I put one of these on Gooseneck to show you it. I tried a couple of different pickups and I couldn't get it to hook up. I tried with the back up, back down. I couldn't get it to connect. It might have just been something I was doing wrong. But there is a gooseneck option which we'll have a look at in just a moment. This you'll find under tools and trailers. There it is, 15 grand for the base model. So flatbed looks like that. We can have, actually we'll do that first. Flatbed, tipper body standard, 34,700 litres. Tipper body extension, 41,400. If you go for cover configuration, that puts a cover on there. That's only on the tipper. There's no cover on the flatbed or the log one for obvious reasons. So if we go back to that and put it on, sorry, and there's the log frame. Probably would have been better in a different colour. It starts off that colour actually. Let's change that to something that stands out a bit more. There we go. And then let's change the body to green. There we go. We can see it a little bit better now. So log fork flatbed. There we go. You can see that a little bit clearer. So we'll go to our flatbed. We've got wheel brand Trelleborg with a standard tyre choice. We've got Lizard with a standard or a wide. And then we've got Knockin with a standard. I think I went with a mixture of one on each different one, I think. Then we've got ramps, yes or no. So like I said, you can just have a flatbed for bales and stuff, or pallets and stuff. You don't have to have it for vehicles, but if you do, you can have a ramp option on there. Then you've got deck type, steel or wood. We'll leave it on steel because of the colour. Then you've got flat frame with a rear hitch, puts a hitch on the back. And then we've got gooseneck frame, gooseneck with a rear hitch. Frame colour, we've just looked at anything on that pallet, and there's a whole load to choose from. Does the framework. We've got the body, again, that we saw that with the log forks in the back, so the main body. Then cover colour, if I switch it, you can change the cover colour to anything on that pallet, so when you go for a cover. Steel deck colour, so we can change the deck. It stays metallic pretty much with anyone you choose, but you can change the colour of the steel deck. Rim colour, again, anything you like really. Some metallics, then we kind of, when we come down to the bottom, it's the more, I mean, they're still showing as metallic as well. Well, maybe they all stay metallic. And then license plate option on there too. So, I mean, that's it really. If we hook up, as you see, there's straps on this one, straps on the log trailer, which you'd hope. L1 and X lifts and lowers the ramps. Straps on or off min cab or manually, you can go out and do them yourself if you wish. And then the trailer to unload. Nice sound effects, nice smooth animation. Lifts fairly high. It makes it it's another one of those ones. It's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, really. So you could buy just the flatbed, then every put your tongue back in. Every time you want to change it for something else, just take it to a toolbox or workshop, whatever you want to do. Switch it around. It's pretty handy. Has got lighting down the sides of the trailer, chicken lights, if you will, and then cover. Like so. Log trailer, there's no point me showing you the straps on that. They work the same. It's log trailer. So that's the 30-foot flatbed trailer by Mack Trucker 921. Next we have got, we've got the Lizard HBT2. This is by David.Mtnz AM modding. 8 slots, 8.38 megabytes download. 24,300 litres. There aren't many options on this one. There's no colour options or anything like that. No capacity options. I think we've got a couple of options for, was it tyres? Unload. like so. Do we have a grain door option on there? I'm trying to think. Yeah, tip side back or tip side grain door on that. Grain door works like so. This should also find under trailers 25 grand. It's 24,300 litres. We've got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein. Back again, no options within those, just those three. Then you've got design no. Oh yeah, on the side we've got a drawer. We've got a water tank, or both, or off. Then you've got stickers, no. We can have lizard. We can have lizards. The symbols and the words are off. And then license plate option 2. There we go. That's the Lizard HBT2 by David.Mtnz by AM Modding. Next, we have got this. This is the Mack Pinnacle 64R by ARM team. 11.6 megabytes download, 18 slots on console, 22,000 litre grain trailer, well, grain lorry on the back of that. Looks very nice indeed. This you'll find under vehicles and trucks. On the very end, 157 grand. Options on this, no ladder or ladder on the side. Attachers, standard, or with a rear trailer hitch on the back of that. Quite handy to have that on there. Then we've got engine size, 425 horsepower, 455 horsepower, or 505. Wheel setup, we can have standard or wides. Those are the two options for your wheels. Main colour does the cab. Design colour does the rear. Rim colour, we've got chrome, grey or white. And a license plate option there as well. Those are the options for the Pinnacle 64R. Let's hop in, start it up. Lights. It's very rigid, which I suppose you would expect. Any lorry with a long wheelbase is going to be rigid. Cover open and closed. It's got a nice animation on this one. Nice smooth unroll on the cover. Reminds me of the old Marshall. Was it? Oh no, the Stewart trailer, wasn't it? On FS. Did we have it on 17 as well as 19? I think we did. But this one only has a grain door option. There's no option for anything else. If I unload here, opens up the grain door. Nice smooth animation on the tip. Yeah, very nice. Interior, nicely detailed. No doors or windows that open on this. You get it as it comes. The Mack Pinnacle 64R by ARM team. Next we've got these monsters. This is the AW362 Cabover by Adams Kong. 21.2 megabytes download, 11 slots each. These are nicely slightly adjusted Peterbilt sign on there. We have 3 different ones in this. We have got the, I'll say the DD60, the DD60, the dog, and the, it was 8 something. You'll see in just a moment. My mind blanked. For all intents and purposes, the options are the same, whilst each one starts with slightly different options to the other. You can scroll through and all the options are available on each of them, if that makes sense. This one is the lowest horsepower. I mean, this one goes up to 430. The dog goes up to 581, I want to say. Yeah, 581. What was that one? Oh, it went for 330 horsepower on that one. And then the one on the end, whoa, where are we? The one on the end here is a 1,800 horsepower. The 8V92. Just wait. Yep, that's loud. Now, we have options as well for the gearboxes. I think you can have an 11 speed, 13 speed and 18 speed. Although it just leap up, that went very quickly from the lowest gear up to, I mean, it's enough pickup speed up to 60 miles an hour. If you put it on a manual, I guess it would go a little bit slower off the start. Lights, horn, you've heard, indicators on there. It's, I mean, they are very nice indeed. And they all do sound slightly different. I'm no expert on American trucks. This is well, it's a Detroit diesel, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's a Detroit diesel. I think the DD60 is as well. The dog I'm not so sure about, because I looked at online and I couldn't find anything that mentioned. Every time I put in Peterbilt or put in the dog thing, it just came up with pictures of lorries with dogs. It didn't really help very much. You can tell already, it's slightly different sound. I would imagine our American customers, there'll be a lot of people watching saying, oh yeah, and they'll know all the details. Interiors are really nice as well. Nice bit of cab movement as well on there. So I went for a single exhaust on that one, the double exhaust on that one, and the monster exhaust on the other one. It's funny because when I was looking as well, there's the Freightliners. I don't know. So again, I'm no expert on this. The Freightliner logo is different to the Peterbilt logo, and I know this is the Peterbilt logo. But the Freightliner version of the DD60 looked almost identical. Now it could be companies being bought out and that kind of thing. I don't necessarily know the history behind that, but anyway. Did I say what this was? 21.2 megabytes download, yeah. 11 slots each. Adams Kong. You'll find these as well under trucks. So the Cabover, well, they're 30 grand each, which is amazing. When you think about it, it's amazing because that one doesn't have any options for changing the horsepower. It's 1,800 horsepower for 30 grand. That's nuts. So in its basic configuration, bang. I might get one actually, I'm thinking, on the Western Wilds. Anyway, what one should we go with the options? Like I say, that one starts with a single exhaust, like that. So the options do start slightly differently. That one starts with a double and a longer frame. And that one starts with the big old pipes and a shorter frame. But all of the options are there within each one, as far as I can tell. If I miss one, I do apologise. So what I'll do, we'll have a look at this one. So we've got the option of Continental or Trelleborg. Under Trelleborg, they're kind of an agricultural tyre, but no options within that. So under Continental, we've got Standard, Standard 2, Standard 3 stretches the frame, so it makes like the dog version. Standard 4, slight change on the hub rim at the front. And then we go to wide tyres, back to standard. Then design, we've got design 1, design 2, 3, 4, 5, no, that, oh there you go. Design 2 puts those side bits on, and then I say pretty much all of them have all of the options as far as I can tell. Bumpers, we've got design 1. Now these go through like a metallic bumper, design 2, design 3. Then we go to the main colour of the vehicle, or should I say a blackened version. Then we go on to the main colour of the vehicle. There we go. And then back again. Sun visor, again we've got 1, 2, I think it's got 10 options. Mudguards, the same. We go through a whole load. Design 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Back to 1 again. Exhaust. So, like I say, it starts with that. Goes to that, then that. Then that. Then back to what it started with. So yeah, there's a whole plethora of choices. I've done that one on mod reviews recently. No, plethora. I'm thinking of a new one for this one. Main colour. Let's go with. It doesn't really matter. Let's go with that. Design colour. As you imagine, it's going to change the design. Rim colour. We've got a chrome, a grey, a white, and a black. Then license plate option on there as well. So quite a few options to choose from. The more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to change out. Oh, I do like my Mack truck. I might get a second one. Why not? For 30 grand, might as well have another one. They do sound very good as well, and the detailing on them. I think it's great. Anyway, that's the AW362 Cabover by Adams Kong, which brings me on to the last of the mods I'm going to look at in this mod review, and it's this welcome return from Blacksheep Modding, the Crawler Loader LIEBHERR 622 pack, 19.02 megabytes download, 9 slots on console for the main vehicle. This comes with a whole load of gear as well. We have a front shovel, we have a manure fork, we have a log fork, and as you can see with these, they come with straps. They do an FS19. I use one of these on Lucas Island Let's Play, and for grabbing larger logs and being able to strap them down as well. Oh man, made life so much easier. So they're brilliant, having the tension straps on there. We have then got the Forest Mulcher. So that was 1 slot, 2 slots. That has a capacity of 2,500 litres. That's 3,500 litres. That's also 2,500 litres. That's 2 slots. That's 3 slots for the Mulcher. We've then got on the back of this one here, we've got the plough. The plough is 2 slots and 3 metres wide, and then we have got on this one here, we've got a rear weight you can put on if you're doing logs and stuff like that, or if you're doing, there's a rear weight, 3,000 kilo rear weight. That's 1 slot. We'll have a look at, I mean obviously the tension straps turn on and off. That's not too complicated at all. The plough wheel, another thing, but you'll find the main vehicle under wheel loaders. If you're looking for it, it's under wheel loaders on the end there. Only 58 grand, which is pretty good. 275 horsepower. So you can have forestry, no or yes. Adds a little bit on, not a huge amount. Warning triangle on the back, no or yes. Main colour, we've got choices of a yellow, an orange, green, a paler sort of green, Waldgrün, sorry. A grey, a matte black, and then a more glossy black. We'll go with that because it stands out. Then rim colour, again we can either match them or mix them up. I think I went for that on my one. Anyway, like I say, do whatever you want. It's entirely up to you, of course it is. If we come out of there and go to our tools, if we go down to wheel loaders first, that would be the obvious place to start. So the universal bucket is 3 grand. You can have it standard or with teeth, and the main colours match up with the colours of the actual main vehicle. The silage fork, 2,900 to buy. Again, main colour choices. The manure fork is 3,600. Again, colour choices. Then we go to, where was the next one? Under forestry. The forestry mulcher, 6,500, 3 metres wide. Forestry, no or yes. If you have it like that, that helps if you've got trees and branches. You can help kind of push them away from you if you're cutting a tree down at the same time. And then main colour options. Then we go to weights, just there. 1,500 for a 3,000 kilo weight. Again, colour options. And then if we go up to the top to ploughs, on the end there, 4,500 to buy for a 3 metre plough, and again colour options on that. So what we'll do is we'll start that up. Now we do have the option to open and close the door, beacons, lights. Don't know, no, the shovel doesn't have straps. That would be a bit weirder, I think, if it did. 12 mile an hour top speed. Although I have found with something attached, it only goes up to 9. But 9 in reverse as well, which is pretty good. We can create fields, so if you want to create your own fields, which I'm going to need to here to show you, but if we lower the plough down, 3 metre wide ploughing, if you want to use the plough function, beacons off. Then like I said, if we think about the other ones, I mean that's just tension straps on those, but we go to the end one, the mulcher. Tree stumps vanish in a second. It can take down a tree and it can chop up a tree. It is more for stump grinding. However, it's got this function as well. If I go L1, lower forestry mulcher, watch the back blade or roller. It does that. So if I start it up without it down, I can quite happily stick that near the ground, go along, stumps be gone, and off you go, no problem whatsoever. If I put that down, drop it a little bit further, it will do that. So it kind of cultivates as you go. So it's not ploughing exactly. I mean, it might be, it's not subsoil, it's a bit too low. So if you're doing forestry work and you want to do a bit of cultivation while you're doing it as well, you absolutely can. That just involves raising or lowering that rear section. Lift forestry mulcher. I do like this. Only because it's against like, it's like a friend coming back, isn't it? I think because I used it so much on Lucas Island, you kind of get used to using a bit of equipment. Very nice bit of kit. And I do think, again, it might just be the graphics and all the rest of it. I'm on PS5 now as well and that kind of thing, but I really do think it's sharper, crisper, neater than the previous version. There was nothing wrong with the previous version, but it just, look at all the dirt inside all that. Yeah, very cool. That's it for the mods for today, because tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow morning, I'm going to dive into this packing facility and see if we can unpack the packing facility and get to grips with how it works. It depends when you're watching this, of course. We may be 3 or 4 days down the line since these mods dropped, and you'll be saying to yourself, oh, I know how it works. But you've got to remember, this only came out a couple of hours ago for me, so I need to get my head around all that, and I want to get it right. So that's it for the mods for Thursday the 9th of June. Oh no, hang on. Whoa! If you're still here, if you haven't already gone, when I do that bit, what I'll do is, when I edit, I will put a bit in saying don't go yet. I've just remembered I forgot one. Bear with me. It's this. Sorry. This is the Garford Robocrop. This is by Univers Simu modding. 17.59 megabytes download, 6 meters wide. This is a weeder. Now I don't run weeds. I can show you the mod and have a look at it, and what I can say and will say, Univers Simu modding, always very, very good quality, incredibly highly detailed. This comes in 3 different formats, one for maize, one for sunflower, one for sugar beet. They have different amounts of rows on them at different spacings, so they are specifically for weeding. So if you want to go full immersion, and when your crops are growing you want to weed between those rows and get it absolutely right, this may be the tool for you. You will find it under weeders. It's them, should I say. So the Garford Robocrop for maize, each one is 23,200. Each one of them is, well, no, it's 5 slots for that one, 6 for that, 6 for that. I know that one says 1 because I've already got one. And as you'll see, that one's got 2 rows on each side at the top, 3 at the bottom. That one has got 4 at the bottom, 3 on either side. And that one's got 5 at the bottom, is it? 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, and 3 on either side. So depending on what crop you're growing will depend on which one you want to go for. What we'll do, just have a look at it unfolding. Like I say, I haven't got any weeds growing, but at least you can kind of have a look, see it. You don't need to turn it on. We do have, you can just adjust, I don't know if you can see that, the blade sections. I think it's behind where the where your wheels go, so it's kind of slices the ground. And then, I mean, the animation is still there even if I'm not doing the weeds. It's really, really well made, really nicely detailed. So if you do run weeds and you like your weeding and you want to do it specifically for these particular types of crops, like I said, this may be the bit of kit for you. The Garford Robocrop by Univers Simu modding. Now I'm finished. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.